Hi, in this video, we will discuss about Mangalore University 4th Sem BCA Computer Graphics and Animation Lab Part B programs. Program 4. Write a program to transform the object, either triangle, rectangle or a polygon from window to viewport. So before transform, let us understand what is a window and what is a viewport. Window defines what is to be viewed and viewport defines where the window is to be displayed. We are changing the position of window by keeping the viewport location constant, and then the different part of the object is displayed in the same position on the display device. Window to viewport transformation means mapping or transforming a two-dimensional world coordinate scene to the device coordinates. Imagine this is my window and the coordinates of my rectangular window is wx min, that is x min, windows x minimum and y minimum, and windows x maximum and y maximum. Imagine I have a triangle in one side of the window. This is the object of interest and I have set a window against this particular object. So the viewport may be a small part of a screen. It may be anywhere on my screen, which may be either smaller or larger than the window, and I want to map the same object in my window also. So we can define the size of the viewport by using Vx min, Vy min and Vx max, Vy max. The same triangle, I have to bring it to this viewport, means I have to go for mapping like this, and I have to draw the same, I have to map each and every point x comma y on my window to the viewport as u comma v to regenerate the image like this. So let us see how to implement this using a C coding. So this may be my triangle. So if I plot my point as 300, 100 and 200, 200, and I will just draw this as 400, 100. This is the object in my screen that we call it as a world coordinate. My world coordinate size is 640 into 480. Now I'm going to set a window. So the window size may be somewhere around some 10, 10 to 400, 300. So I'm not interested on the entire screen. I'm just interested only a part of the screen, that is from 10, 10 to 400, 300. So my viewport is somewhere here. I would like to display whatever inside my window to be displayed in this viewport. So when I do my transformation, window to viewport mapping, my image should look like this. That is, it should be scaled to the size of my viewport. So here we use some scaling coordinate, that is xv max minus xv min divided by xw max, xw min. So that is, we call it a scaling factor for x, and the scaling factor for y is yv max minus yv min divided by yw max minus yw min. So to get the transformed point or the viewport point xv is equal to xv min with the minimum value, we will add the difference between this and the scale factor, and we'll just add yv min plus yw minus yw min into scale factor of y. So let us implement this in our C program. To start with, I'm going to include my graphics.h and other header files required, and I'm going to declare two set of components, that is window min and max variables and my viewport max and min variables. I'm also declaring two variables, that is xx, sy, and x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. These are the variables to store the line endpoints of my triangle. Now let me initialize my graph, and first thing I will just declare all the variables And then second step, I will read the input. How many inputs I want? I want the endpoints of the triangle. So we want triangle, 3 endpoints of the triangle, and I'm also going to read the window coordinates. That is the diagonal elements of my window coordinates. So once I complete the second step, I can go to the third step. So what is the third step? I'm going to draw a window and the triangle on that particular window with a given position. And here we are going to set a default viewport on our screen with these coordinates, and I will try to draw my viewport also on a part of a screen where it is to be displayed. So third step is displaying the window and the viewport on our screen by using rectangle and line command. Now let us come back to the fourth step. In fourth step, you are going to calculate the values, that is your scaling factors Sx and Sy, and the transformed points on the viewport, that is x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, and we will draw the transformed triangle on our viewport. So 4, and this is going to be the fifth point. So what you have to do is calculate the Sx and the new points and display it. So you have only 5 steps in this particular program. So step 1 is to declare all the variables. Second step is to read the triangle coordinates and the window coordinates. Then draw the window viewport and the triangle on your screen. Now you calculate the variables required, that is Sx, Sy, and the transformed points x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, and draw the transformed triangle by using line commands and display it on the screen. So your input, if you give like this, you'll be getting a beautiful output like this. This is the window, and this will going to be the viewport of your screen. Wish you a happy coding.